And rounding out the field, that'll be the number 3 for Anthony Frisora. Valandre out front in a 36 and making it pay. Up on the inside. Chris Kubler drives into second. Caution flag will fly right away. Refiring to B6 modifieds. Valandre again bolts to the front. Here comes Kubler. Kubler with Caruso on the inside. The 44 of Wallace falls by the wayside in a high groove. Down to complete lap number 1. It'll be Valandre, Kubler, Caruso, Wallace, Frisora, and Mayer. Black flag out now for the leader. Black flag out for the leader. He's leaking fluid. Kubler thinks it might be for him. He slows down too. So the top 2 cars put the brakes on. Everybody else says, hey, thank you guys. So Valandre, your leader, goes from the penthouse to the outhouse in one quick move. And up front, Anthony Frisora, Keith Caruso, with Anthony Frisora in tow. Wallace now up into the 3rd spot with Mayer and Kubler to round out the 5 on the field. Keith Caruso out of Millbury, Mass. He'll come off turn 4. Mikey Griggs with the cross flags up. No, 2 to go. 2 laps to go. Kubler inside of Mayer for 4th. Kubler will have the spot coming off turn 2. White flag will fly this time by. 1 more lap to go for the V6 modified. It's Caruso all the way. The checkered flag will fly. Keith Caruso gets the win. Anthony Frisora comes home in 2nd. Will Wallace 3rd. Then it's the 86 of Chris Kubler. And look as they come off turn 4. Easy, easy. Let's get it on. The Cornish Comet. Bucky Demers out front using the high groove. Fellows goes along with him. Now Davis fights back on the inside. Todd Davis and Bucky Demers wheel to wheel off turn number 4. Demers high and wide. Davis will lead lap number 1. Demers hanging tough in the outside groove. Trombley and Fellows battling it out for 3rd. Karen waiting in the wings in the 5th spot. Demers loose again. Bucky Demers finally gets the 26 down to the bottom. Here comes Fellows. Fellows still trying to work his way in the outside groove. Trombley holds the fort down low. Karen waiting behind them. Fellows with a good run off turn 2. Trombley stays right there with him. Up front, it's all Todd Davis. The Sable & Sons Towing LTD Electrical Downline Equipment number 34. Showing him how it's done tonight. Oh, Demers gets a tap from Fellows. That lets Trombley pull up even with Demers. Side by side for 2nd spot, Dallas Trombley. Now we'll take the 2nd spot. Karen able to move up on the low side. The Predators in 3rd. Here comes the Superman. Fellows underneath Karen. Karen pitches him down. They touch. Here comes Demers. 3 wide off turn number 4. Karen able to hold the fort. He'll hold on to 3rd. Now Fellows goes underneath Demers for 4th. Fellows drives it in deep in the low groove. They'll touch coming off turn number 4. It's Todd Davis, Dallas Trombley, Guy Karen, Aaron Fellows, Bucky Demers, and Radical Ricky Bly. This time by Joe Crowley with a double sticks in the air. We've got 2 laps to go. Todd Davis in his own zip code up front. He has checked out on the field, and he'll see the white flag this time by Ricky Bly off the pace just a little bit in the 28. Karen up to challenge. Trombley backs out of it going into 3. Here they come to the checkered flag. It's Davis by a mile. Trombley holds off Karen, Fellows, Demers, and Ricky Bly to round up. Field draws close as they come off turn 4. It's race time. Fellows on the low side. Palmisano on the high side. Palmisano will draw even up the back straightaway. 3 wide for third. Hinckley very wisely backs out of it. Fellows and Palmisano down to the line. Palmisano will lead lap number 1. Bergeron, a former multi-champion at this speedway, using the high groove and at number 27. Bergeron looking strong tonight up in the high side. It's Palmisano, Bergeron, Fellows, Keene, and Hinckley. Hinckley looks down low once again. This time he's able to drive it in. 3 wide off turn number 4. Hinckley with a bold move will take over the third spot. He'll go after the top pair now. Palmisano with Bergeron in tow. Top pair trying to run and hide from Hinckley. Hinckley gathers up some speed and tries to close him down. Cross flags out this time. 5 down and 5 to go. Fellows duking it out with Keene for the 4th spot. Top 3 now nose to tail off turn number 2. Bergeron looking for a room underneath. He drives it in. Chris Bergeron has the lead coming off turn number 4. Keith Palmisano fights back. Wheel to wheel off turn number 2. Fellows pulls the crossover on Keene for 4th. Now off turn 4, Bergeron will have the lead to himself. Hinckley goes with him on the low side, up the back straightaway now. White flag will fly this time by. Oh, Fellows gets loose. The Batmobile was headed for the Bat Cave on that one. Meanwhile, up front, Chris Bergeron sees the checkered flag fly. He'll pick up the win with Luke Hinckley second. Mark Palmisano third, followed by Daryl Keene. And Strictly stalks off turn 4. Mike Gregg says it's race time. Thompson with a good jump on the outside. Kyle Davis looking to make it 3 wide early. Davis pulls it back in line, cutting slow up the back straightaway. Off turn number 4, look out. Emerson gets loose. Cutting, drifting up high, but Davis makes it on through. Caitlin Stone will follow him in the low groove. They'll work up underneath Chris Emerson. Cutting, still having a problem getting the car up to speed. Boudreaux will go underneath him going into turn number 3. So it's Scott Thompson, Kent Minkler, Kyle Davis, Caitlin Stone, Chris Emerson, Dylan Boudreaux, and Bob Cutting. Minkler now trying to put the heat on Scott Thompson. Here comes Davis. Minkler underneath Thompson. Davis waiting to drive on through, has to pull it up in the line. Now Davis looks to the low side of Thompson. Thompson way up high, gets loose, has to check up. He'll go from 2nd to 4th. So now it's Minkler, Davis, Stone, Thompson, Emerson, Boudreaux, and Cutting. Cross flags out this time by halfway. Kyle Davis now putting the heat on Kent Minkler. Minkler would like to hold him off for 4 laps. Davis going to try the crossover. Doesn't happen as Minkler gets to the bottom first. Davis looking low again off turn number 4 this time. Minkler is ready for him there. Davis pestering Minkler while Stone gathers it up in the 48. Double sticks in the air this time by 2 to go. Minkler trying to nail down the qualifying win. Davis wants to take it away. White flag will fly this time by. Passing flag out for cutting. 1 to go. Here comes the leaders. What's going to happen? Davis now drives it in deep, gets loose. Davis sideways. Here comes Stone. Minkler gets the win. Stone grabs second. Davis holds on for third. Then it's Thompson, Emerson, Boudreaux, and rounding out the pin, Bly and Haino off turn 4. Green flag is out. Haino in the 27 will lead the pack off turn number 2. Haino, who's won a handful of rail. Look out, Bly gets loose. Bly having a problem with the handle coming off the turns. Mike Willis Jr. looking to the low side. Dana Smith hung out the dry in the outside groove. Here they come off turn 2 up the back straightaway. All right, Haino with an 8-car length lead already. Now Willis underneath Bly. Willis will have second going up the back straightaway. Forrest able to drive in with him. They touch. Forrest and Bly get together in turn number 4. That shoves Dana Smith out in the cold. That allows Joe Lanou to pick up a couple of easy spots. So it's Art Haino, Mike Willis Jr., David Bly, Joe Lanou, Norman Forrest, Dana Smith, Shane Foss, and Jeff Wright. Lanou looks to the low side on Bly. Here they come into turn number 3. Lanou will have the spot. Norman Forrest comes along with him. Bly keeps the 29 up at the high side. Hangs on to it as he gets loose in the middle of turn number 2. Double sticks up this time by 2 laps to go. All right, Haino Jr. making it look strong. White flag will fly this time by. All right, Haino Jr. can coast to victory from here. Jeff Wright still having a problem under the hood of that number 0. Checkered flag in the air, Aaron Haino gets the win. Mike Willis Jr. comes home in second. Then it's Joe Lanou, Norm Forrest, David Bly, Dana Smith, Shane Foss. And here we go, Jay Cox and Hodgson off turn number 4. Let's get it on. Hodgson drives it in deep, but Jay Cox answers back. Jay Cox with a push. There'll be door handle to door handle heading into turn number 3. Jay Cox squeezes ahead by a fender. He'll have the lead coming off turn number 4. Look out, Wilk and Hodgson together. It's Jay Cox, Smith, Wilk, Hodgson, McMichael, and Murray. Murray having a problem into number 3. McMichael now working his way underneath Hodgson for 4th. Jay Cox has been having mechanical problems with that 29 all season long. Looks like he may have him straightened out. Wilk wants to go underneath Smith. Smith able to shut the door going into turn number 3. Wilk has a better run this time, and he'll make it stick. Wilk will have second coming off turn number 2. McMichael will try to come along with him. Smith keeps it up in the high groove. He'll drop back to 4th. 5 down and 5 to go. It's Jay Cox, Wilk, McMichael, Smith, Hodgson, and Murray off turn number 4. Wilk drops to the bottom going into turn number 1. Wilk and Jay Cox side by side. Chris Wilk will be your new leader as they head into turn number 3. McMichael moves up into the second spot. Jay Cox falls in line in third. Double sticks will be in the air this time by. 2 more laps to go. Chris Wilk and Scott McMichael. They've been 2 of the big dogs in this division all season long. Final lap of competition. Wilk with a great run off turn number 2. McMichael might be able to close the gap, but this one's in the record books. Chris Wilk gets the win. McMichael second. Then it's Jay Cox, Smith, Hodgson, and rounding out the field, the rookie, Jeff Murray. Here we go. The outlaw, Mark Blair, jumps out into the front spot. Here comes Benny Poland. Poland up into second. Brian drops back to third. Frederick and Lamont duking it out for 4th. Lap number 1 is complete, and the outlaw, Mark Blair, is the man up front. Blair in that Martel Motorsports number 10. Benny Poland giving chase. Frederick, I believe it's the only BFR car in the field, up into the third spot now. He'll bring Dick Lamont Jr. along with him. Top 2, nose to tail, up the back straightaway. It's Blair and Poland. Danny Frederick right there in third. Lamont, a good run in 4th. And Caleb Ryan holding down the field. They top 2. Doing battle off turn number 2. The outlaw Mark Blair with Benny Poland. Just a bumper length away. 6 laps in the books makes it 7. Blair and Poland looking strong. Danny Frederick closing ground. 2 to go this time by for Super Street heat number 2. Mark Blair, Benny Poland, Danny Frederick, your top 3, nose to tail now. 1 more lap to go. Frederick has caught Poland and Blair. Final lap of competition. Here they come to the checkered flag. It's going to be the outlaw, Mark Blair, getting the win. Benny Poland second, then is Danny Frederick. Dick Lamont Jr. and Caleb Bryant will round out the field. Here they come off turn number 4. Green flag is out. We are underway. Villantre will lead the pack off turn number 2. Here comes Kubler. Kubler with Caruso up to third. It's Villandre, Kubler, Caruso, Wallace, Frisora, and Mayer. Caruso looking underneath Kubler, coming into turn number 3. Kubler able to shut the door. Oh, Wallace high off turn number 2. That allows for Sora to move up into the 4th spot. Now Caruso underneath Kubler, dirt tracks it off turn number 2. Kubler lets him go as they come into turn number 3 and falls in line. It's Valandre and Caruso. Caruso looking low again. Caruso has to back out of it going into turn number 3. Caruso obviously the fastest car on the track. Will he get by Valandre? Looks to the low side again. This time he'll draw even going into 3. Off turn number 4, Caruso will have the lead. It's Caruso, Valandre, Kubler, and here comes the number 3 of Frisora. Oh, look out! Mayer around in turn 2. Caution will fly. It's in the books, 14 to go. Green flag is out. Caruso, Valandre, Frisora. Frisora will move up the second off turn number 2. Frisora from out of nowhere like he was shot out of a cannon. And now he's putting the heat on Caruso. It's Caruso, Frisora, Valandre, Wallace, and Mayer. Frisora trying to make a run up the back straightaway. Frisora looks low on Caruso. Caruso shuts the door. Going into turn number 1. Halfway. 10 down, 10 to go for our V6 modified. Caruso and Frisora. Frisora looking low again. Keith Caruso, Anthony Frisora. Then it's Valandre, Wallace, and Mayer. Caruso feeling the bump draft from Frisora. Frisora would like to drive on by. Caruso able to hold the fort one more time. This time Frisora underneath again. This time he makes a pass coming off turn number 2. We have a new leader in Anthony Frisora with 5 laps to go. Frisora now starting to pull away. Caruso gives chase. Frisora, Caruso, Valandre, Wallace, and Mayer. V6 modifieds. The Massachusetts connection making it happen. Final 2 laps of the V6 modifieds. Caruso makes a move and takes the lead back. Frisora falls back to second. White flag flies. Final lap, a lead change, and it's going to happen again. Frisora drives underneath Caruso. Here they come to the line. Who's it going to be? It's Frisora down to the checkers. Caruso comes home in second, followed by Volantre, Wallace, and Mayer to round out of heel.
Smiles here. I'm assuming it's your, for sale also?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So congratulations, number 3, Anthony Ferrusa.
Frisora.
Sure.
Close enough.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a good car today. I can't thank enough. Wayne Brooks, thank you very much. My mom and Al, I couldn't have done it without you guys. Thank you very much. I mean, I had a good car today. Cleanest driver I've raced against in a really long time. I race against him any day, like he said. It was good.
Now with the V6 Modifieds, your thoughts on this track here?
I do love this track a lot. I've been here before. I've raced Allenstown Legacies before. I've won here before. And I love the track. I can't say enough about it. I love this track. Going to turn 1's the funnest.
Well, we appreciate you having you here. Frisora.
Frisora.
Yes. Anthony Frisora, congratulations.
Thank you very much. Good job.
Palmisano and Davis going to bring the field of green. Joe Crowley gives him an evil look and says, let's get it on! Palmisano will lead the pack off, turn number 2 and up the back straightaway. Inside groove, looks like the place to be early on. Davis able to pull down to the bottom. Then it's Keene with Fellows. Bergeron with Trombley. Hinckley and Karen. Demers, Fellows, and Bly. Bergeron now looking to go 3 wide up the back straightaway. Has to back out of it. Fellows drives it in deep on the outside of Darrell Keene. Fellows and Keene trading paint for 3rd place. Keene wins the battle for 3rd for now. Here comes Bergeron. Bergeron underneath Fellows. Fellows stuck in a high groove. Fellows fights back on the outside of Bergeron. It's Palmisano, Davis, Keene, Fellows, Bergeron. Oh, look out! Fellows and Bergeron touch. What a great job by Fellows to not bring out the caution. Wow, the Superman. He's going to come back with a vengeance, ladies and gentlemen. So up front, it's Palmisano with Davis. Then it's Keene, Bergeron, Hinckley, Karen, Trombley, Demers, Fellows, Bly, and Fellows. Todd Davis now putting the heat on Palmisano for the lead. Palmisano drives it in the high side. Davis takes in the low groove. Up the back straightaway. Davis drives it in deep again. Here they come off turn number 4. Great battle up front with Todd Davis and Mark Palmisano. Davis, that time by a coat of paint at the line. Palmisano with a good run up the back straightaway. This time, Davis will have the lead all to himself coming off turn number 4. 50-50 tickets on sale, ladies and gentlemen. Get your 50-50 tickets. So the new leader is Todd Davis. Mark Palmisano rides in second. Then it's Daryl Keene, Chris Bergeron, Luke Hinckley, Guy Karen, Dallas Trombley, Bucky Demers, Aaron Fellows, Alan Fellows, and Ricky Bly. Top six, nose to tail, up the back straightaway. Oh, the Predator scuffs the wall on the back straightaway. Todd Davis, the man up front, trying to check out on Mark Palmisano and the rest of this field. Daryl Keene right there in third. He's got his hands full with Chris Bergeron. Bergeron looks low coming off turn number 2. Cross flags are in the air this time. Halfway, 20 down and 20 to go. Bergeron and Keene trading paint off turn 4. Bergeron and Keene leaning on each other. Hinckley thought about making it 3 wide. Backs out of it at the last minute. Karen starting to get antsy in the 6th spot. Trombley has caught that group. Bergeron still looking low on Keene. Up front, it's all Todd Davis and Mark Palmisano. Keene has fought his way back into 3rd. Bergeron is settled into 4th. Then it's Hinckley, Karen, Trombley, Demers, Fellows, and Bly. 25 in the books, 15 to go. Aaron Fellows underneath Bucky Demers. The Superman trying to come back with a vengeance. Alan Fellows in trouble in the 29. Fellows in the grass off turn number 2. That car just quit coming down the front straightaway. And a caution will fly. Trombley and Aaron Fellows, Bucky Demers, and Ricky Bly. Off turn 4, let's get it on. Palmisano with a strong run on the outside. Davis fights back. Up the back straightaway, it's Palmisano by a fender going into turn number 3. Davis drives it in deep in the low groove off turn 4. Down to the line, Palmisano will lead that lap. Karen trying to follow Bergeron around Daryl Keene. Karen and Fellows up in the high groove trying to make it happen. Todd Davis going back to work on Palmisano. Davis goes low. Palmisano, they'll trade paint. Davis and Palmisano. Palmisano and Davis. Davis will lead that lap. Palmisano fights back again on the outside. They'll draw even up the back straightaway. Bergeron waiting in the wings. Karen hung out the dry in the outside groove. Fellows underneath. Karen for 6. Oh, Bergeron, Palmisano. We've got a chain reaction. Everybody tried to get through. Palmisano and Bergeron get into it going into turn number 2. Hinckley and Keene look to be the worst for the wear out of the bunch. They get it fired up. Here we go. Late models ready to refire. Davis and Fellows going to bring the Viola green. Fellows with a big run on the outside. Oh, look out. Davis gets loose. Bumper cars up the back straightaway. And problems down the front chute. Wow. Late model saving all the action for the last few laps. Palmisano in trouble in the 33. Palmisano may have a tire going down. So Fellows, your new leader with Trombley in second. So it's Fellows, Trombley, Davis, Karen, Hinckley, Bergeron, Demers, Keene, Bly, and Palmisano. The battle right now is for third place between Karen and Davis. Double sticks in here this time by. Final 2 laps. Fellows with a 10-car length lead over Trombley. White flag will fly this time by for Aaron Fellows. The battle still going on from second on back. Aaron Fellows will pick up the win. Here he comes off turn number 4. Dallas Trombley comes home in second, followed by Todd Davis, Guy Karen, Luke Hinckley, Chris Bergeron, Bucky Demers, Darrell Keene, Ricky Bly. The late models saved the best for last, and the last 10 laps were absolutely wild.
Now, I got to say first off, that was a hell of a race. Aaron Fellows, congratulations.
Thank you. I got to ask, Dick, was that a good race, bud? Is he up there listening? Thank you. Man, that was quite interesting there. Berger and I just, racing hard and jumped his wheel and kept in it and, didn't bring out a caution like most. And, we had a fast race car, just a matter of keeping it in one piece. Thank all my fans out there. Great having you guys come every week. And, win, lose, or draw, it's great to hear people cheering, booing, all together. Sponsors on the car, man. Without these guys, New England Outdoor Furnace, Wes and his whole family, Clark, they just give me a great race car. I can't say anything bad about the team this year. Great people, my kids, family. LaValle Building Supply, they've come through for many years for me. My Uncle Steve Fellows, Livingston's Articad. Everybody, we weren't planning on racing here, but thankfully Dick's treated us fair to none, and I got to thank him tonight for letting us race because he had altercations. So I got to say thanks to Dennis Fleury, everybody. It's been fun. Hopefully we have a few more races here this year.
And Aaron, I do have to say, you're one of those love him or hate him kind of guys. And I know you relish that, but on behalf of George wanted me to shake your hand and say that's a heck of a race.
Thank you. You know, this is a cheating car, you know, so all you guys up there want to come down and go through it, you're more than glad tonight. We'll buy some soda, some hot dogs, and dig through it. And if you can find something, let me know so I know where it is, because I need to find some little extra to beat the 8 car.
Always a character. It's Aaron Phillips. Congratulations.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Coming off turn 4, green flag comes out. We are underway. Thompson with a run on the outside. He'll lead the pack off turn number 2. He'll gonna bring Caitlin Stone with him. Minkler goes to the inside of Emerson. 3 wide in turn number 3. Emerson up the hill into Stone. Bounces off. Stone keeps the hammer down. What a great job by Caitlin Stone as she'll come home in second off lap number 1. Emerson having a hard time with a handle on that 75. Kyle Davis says, I better go underneath. No, I guess that ain't going to work either. Davis now drives underneath as Stone goes to the lead up front. Stone with Minkler in tow. So with 3 laps in the books, it'll be Caitlin Stone, Kent Minkler, Scott Thompson, Kyle Davis, David Greenslit, Chris Emerson, and Dylan Boudreau in a 45. Caitlin Stone up front in a 48. Minkler in second. Here comes Davis making a bid for third. Davis underneath Thompson in turn number 3. Davis will have the third spot. Caitlin Stone looking for the win here early on. Having a great race up front. Minkler about 3 car lengths back in second. Then it's Davis, Thompson, Greenslit, Emerson, and Boudreau. Pack comes off turn 4. They'll complete lap number 7 this time by. Greenslit trying to work his way underneath Thompson for 4th. Greenslit and Davis coming into the night tied for the points lead. Greenslit now will make the pass, so he will take over 4th spot and try to run down Kyle Davis. And in the same time, try to wrestle away the point lead. Caitlin Stone strong up front with 10 in the books. 10 down and 15 to go for the Strictly stocks. Minkler still right there about 3 car lengths back. Davis ever so slowly closing ground. Passing flag out for Dylan Boudreau. He adheres to that, pulls down to the low side as the leaders roll on by. Cross flags up this time by halfway, 12 down and 13 to go. Over Kent Minkler. Emerson now sees the passing flag. He pulls down to the low side. Stone will drive on by on the back straightaway. Minkler still holding on right there in a second spot. He's back about 5 car lengths now. Davis is settled into that 3rd spot. Greenslit trying to close ground in 4th. 10 laps to go this time by. 10 laps to go. Caitlin Stone, your leader, has been in control since lap number 3. Kent Minkler right there in a second spot, looking to have a podium finish. Kyle Davis about 8 car lengths back in third, and it's about the same amount back to Dave Greenslet. Thompson works his way around. Emerson Thompson way up high coming off turn number 4. Dylan Boudreau getting stronger each time out, and at number 45. Your leader comes off turn number 4. That's Caitlin Stone, and at 48. Kent Minkler trying to gain some ground. Davis has fallen back. Greenslet will try to catch him with 6 to go. Mike Griggs with 5 fingers up in the air. 5 more laps to go for our strictly stock main event. Caitlin Stone will work her way around Emerson again. Minkler makes his way around the lap cars of Boudreau and Emerson. Greenslet now only about 4 car lengths behind Davis. Will he run him down or will he run out of time? Stoney opens it up to 10 car lengths over Minkler. Double sticks in the air. 2 laps to go. 2 to go this time by for Caitlin Stone. Kent Minkler right there in second. Davis might fall into the clutches of Greenslet. We will see. Greenslet has a problem getting around Emerson off turn 2. White flag is out. Final lap for Caitlin Stone. Your leader is into 3 and out of 3. Into 4 and out of 4. Checkered flags in the air. Caitlin Stone's going to get the win. Kent Minkler Jr. comes home in second. Third will go to Kyle Davis, followed by David Greenslet, Scott Thompson, Dylan Boudreau, and Chris Emerson.
So Caitlin Stone takes her victory lap in that number 48.
Caitlin, it's been a long time coming, and here you are in victory lane. How does this one feel?
It feels really good. First time in here, doing great. I want to thank Adam from Twin State Truck Service, Andy Cook Landscaping, PLF Trucking for letting me use their garage, my Uncle CJ for buying my fuel, Beatty Sitco that isn't on here because of a rough last week. My parents, everybody that helps out on the car, it really means a lot. I mean, this win is for my brother. He's over in Afghanistan right now fighting. And, you know, to all the troops, I just want to say a happy memorial. And everybody have a good weekend and be safe.
All right. Well, thank you very much, and congratulations on an outstanding run. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for Caitlin Stone.
As they come around turn 4, they're told slow it down. And the green flag is out. The kids get their shot here at Wednesday. That number 18, Martell, shoots right off. An early lead and an early advantage for the number 18 of Andrew Martell. Andrew Martell doing a great job over number 12 of Taylor Gibler. Again, a good opportunity for these kids to really get a feel for this track, get a feel for what it's like to drive. The youth sportsmen have seen a lot of growth over the past years as the kids start in youth and they work their way up through the divisions. So you get the feeling that Martell is about to try to get up to Taylor Gilbert. See if he can lap him. Halfway there, double sticks are out. Eight laps in the books as Martell is slowly and surely catching up to Taylor Gilbert. Looking to lap Gilbert out of turn 3 into turn 4. And on the front stretch, Gilbert's officially lapped by Taylor. By Martell. As Mike Griggs holds his hand out, 5 more laps to go for these kids. Two sticks are out. 2 flags are out. We're ready to go. 2 more laps for the number 18 of Andrew Martell. Kids probably having a ball out there on the Speedway. As Michael Griggs gets the white flag ready to fly. White flag is out. The number 18 of Andrew Martell. 1 more lap to go for Martell. Now double checking. Congratulations to the number 18, Andrew Martell, tonight's winner of the Youth Sportsman. And the number 12, Taylor Gilbert, crossing the finish line. And coming in first with Andrew Martell in the number 18. Good job out there. Was that Little Hammer's your nickname?
Yeah.
Where'd you get that?
My Uncle Nate is the Nate the Hammer Martell, so they just gave me a nickname.
All right. So who do you want to thank on your car? You got a lot of stickers here.
Yeah, I actually want to thank three brothers Sugar N, Ian W. Salvage, Norm St. Alban, my mom, my dad, my Grammy, my papa, my Uncle Nate, and Corey Bly for hauling the car up. And that's about it.
It's the little hammer, Andrew Martell. And Andrew, what we're going to do for you, we usually don't, this is a...
Look out! Joe Lanou didn't get up to speed. David Bly had to check up. And here we go. Art Hano going to lead it back off turn number 2. Joe Lanou will duck under Norm Forrest for second. Here comes Mike Willis Jr. It's Art Hano, Joe Lanou, Mike Willis, Norm Forrest, Dana Smith, Shane Foss, David Bly, and Jeff Wright. Art Hano Jr. off turn number 4. He'll lead him down a complete lap number 4. Mike Willis Jr. now starting to put the heat on Joe Lanou for second. It's Hano, Lanou, Willis, Forrest, Smith, Foss, Bly, and Wright. 7 laps will be complete this time by. Problems continue front of the hood of the Jeff Wright number 0. Art Hano Jr. looking to return to victory lane and at number 27. In 2008, that car won, I believe, 6 times here at the Twin State Speedway. So Hano knows how to get it done. Joe Lanou also knows how to get it done, as does the 83 of Mike Willis Jr. Lanou, the point leader in this division. Hano closing in on Jeff Wright. Lanou and Willis dicing it out for second. Forrest and Smith dicing it out for 4. Cross flags out halfway. Art Hano Jr. now completes lap number 18 with 17 to go. Joe Lanou holding off Mike Willis in that second spot. Norman Forrest still holding on to fourth with Dana Smith right on his back bumper. Shane Foss in the Heavy D's Napa Harmony Acres number 15 rides in sixth. Then it's Jeff Wright and Dynamite David Bly to round out the field. Actually, it's David Bly and Jeff Wright. Jeff Wright takes a 0 up pit road. So Jeff Wright has finally had enough of the popping under the hood. Battle still goes on for fourth between Norman Wright and Dana Smith. Smith on the low side underneath Forrest. Off turn number 4, Forrest drives it in hard. Wheel to wheel down to the line. 10 more laps to go. Make it 9 as Art Hano Jr. will cross the line again. Oh, Smith gets loose. That allows Forrest about a 3-car length advantage. All right, Hano Jr. leading the pack off turn number 4. 6 more laps to go. All right, Hano Jr. this time by will complete lap number 31. Lanou and Willis second and third. Norman Forrest still in the 4th spot. Dana Smith rounds out the top 5. Your leader comes off turn number 4. Double sticks are up. 2 laps to go. 2 more laps to go for the modifieds. White flag now. Final lap. Art Hano comes off turn 4. The checkered flag is in the air. Art Hano Jr. will get the win. Joe Lanou comes home in second, followed by Mike Willis Jr., Norman Forrest, Dana Smith, Shane Foss, and David Blythe around.
Art Hano Jr., how are you doing?
Good. This was a well-deserved win. We've been working hard on this car, fighting it. Finally, I think we hit something, and hopefully we can keep hitting the same setup. I'd like to thank B&P Collectibles, Pat and Betty Hayward. They're great. I'd like to thank Norm Smith and Son Fabricating, Arthur Hano Logging, A&G Logging, Greg Millett for helping me. He helps me just whenever I need him. He gives me a hand on this car. Arthur Hano Logging, I think I already said that. Smith Brothers Site Works. I know I'm forgetting somebody, but thanks.
You'll get them next week, right?
Hopefully.
Well, congratulations, Arhino Jr. Appreciate it, dude.
You want me to call to ask her to come up here?
She's a baby. She's 3 years old.
You don't know where she is?
Oh, my dad said to hurry up.
What? In Danny Frederick. Here they come off turn 4. Let's get it on. Jay Cox still with a push coming off turn number 2. Scott McMichael in the high side into number 7. High, wide, and handsome. Scott McMichael takes over the second spot. Here comes Chris Wilt. Wilt gives chase. So it's Blair, McMichael, and Wilt. Oh, look out. Trouble for Colby Hodgson. Oh, we've got trouble down the front straightaway also. Craig Smith into the wall. And two in the books. Here they come off. Turn number 4. We're underway again. Chris Wilk drives it in deep, and he'll lead the pack off turn number 2. Chris Wilk, the man up front. Jay Cox is second. Then it's Poland, Murray, Frederick, Downing, and Bryant. Chris Wilk now starts to open it up front. Frederick looks underneath Jay Cox. Frederick will take over third, coming off turn number 4. Benny Poland looking strong in second. Frederick having a great run in that third spot. Then it's Jay Cox, Murray, Downing, and Bryant. If you would like to help out an enduro team, the number 36 needs a scorer. So if we could have one person come up and volunteer to score for the number 36 enduro car. Chris Wilk up front and making it pay. Benny Poland right there in second. Then it's Danny Frederick, Bruce J. Cox, Jeff Murray, Russ Downing, and Kayla Bryant. Chris Wilk out of Mendon, Vermont. Strong up front. Poland starting to feel the heat from Danny Frederick. Jay Cox riding hard in fourth. Frederick underneath Poland. He'll take over second. Downing underneath Murray. Chris Wilk roars into turn number 1. Then it's Frederick Poland. Jay Cox, Downing, Murray, Bryant. Wilkie out front by himself, cross flags out. 15 down, 15 to go. Super Street main event. Chris Wilk, Danny Frederick, Benny Poland, Bruce J. Cox, Russ Downing, Jeff Murray, and Caleb Bryant. That's your Super Street field as your leader heads up the back straightaway and Ed Wilk ceiling number 15. Chris Wilk still showing him the way up front. Danny Frederick ever so slowly trying to reel him in. Benny Poland having his best run of the season in the 3rd spot. 10 laps to go this time by. 10 more laps to go. It's a heat race now, folks. Chris Wilk with a 5-car length lead over Danny Frederick. Then it's about 6 car lengths back to Benny Poland. Another 8 to Bruce J. Cox. 6 to Downing. 5 to Jeff Murray and about 8 more to Caleb Bryant. That's your Super Street field with 7 more laps to go as Chris Wilk runs by the line. Chris Wilk and Danny Frederick along with Benny Poland, all up for a podium finish as they run right now. Wilk, the point leader, will really get a big boost tonight as 2nd place Russ Davis is absent. In 3rd place Scott McMichael is pit side with a broken control arm. 5 more laps to go for Chris Wilk. Wilk has to slow as he comes up on Caleb Bryant. Danny Frederick says thank you very much. Oh, and Jay Cox runs into trouble. The 29 starts sputtering. Jay Cox having trouble under the hood that last lap. Sounds better now, must have cleared its throat. 2 to go. Jay Cox having trouble again. Final 2 laps. Downing will work his way underneath him. Jay Cox will head up pit road. No, he doesn't. Wants to stay out. 1 more lap to go. Chris Wilk will take the win. Danny Frederick comes home in 2nd. Then it's Benny Poland, Russ Downing, Jeff Murray, Jay Cox, and Caleb Bryant to round out the field. I know you love the competition, and I know you were looking forward to racing with Scott up front. I know you were. He broke a control arm, pulled out of it, and it became the Chris Wilk show, and you were just gone.
I know what I tell you. I love this class to death, and I feel bad for Scotty. I saw it break. I guess if you're going to break apart, you're going to do it under caution. It's probably the best bet, because if that had broke coming out of turn 4 on a restart, it would have cost us him and Bruce and maybe me, some money. But and then Russ had some motor troubles on this morning and wasn't able to get it fixed to get here, so it was kind of a tough way to go. But it's still win's a win. I'll take it. Still love this class, and it's getting better and better, and appreciate everybody coming out. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this guy right here is never a man of short words. One more time here, tell us everything about this car.
It's fast. I tell you, I love driving this thing. If I could drive it 7 days a week, I would, But I want to thank Edger Engines for putting the smoke under the hood. Definitely helps out here on a cool night to get a lot of grip, Wilk Firewood and Sealing, A&J Auto Parts, Johnson Energy gives me the gasoline to put in this thing. After hours lawn care, couldn't do it without my family and friends, all my crew, and really appreciate everybody coming out. Thank you. Woo!
Now, usually when you get out of the car, you're yelling and hopping. You got your fans up there. You got to give them a yell.
Oh yeah. I know. I owe them some T-shirts. They've been asking me for T-shirts, and we finally got a box. So we'll see you over there. We'll give you some T-shirts.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Super Street winner one more time, Chris Wilk.
Woo! Cars come around. Green flag is out. Let's go racing. The number 42 of Ben Lambert stays out there in front as we have everybody and their brother vying for third. Leach, Losi, and the number 68X of Matthew Goffin battling for third. Goffin's got it. But here comes number 41 of Jeremiah Losi on the outside of Goffin. Up from fourth, looking for third, as Goffin decides to go on the outside, only the third. The number 41 of Jeremiah Losi stuck way outside, 3 wide into turn 1. Only the third splits the uprights and goes right between all of them. As we just have a swarm of Wildcats out there. 3 wide into turn 4. It's the 68 of Matthew Goffin. Here comes the number 40 of Robert Leach, up in second now. The 14 of Tim Jackson in third. Only the third has fallen down to fourth and now fifth against that number 9. But the story right now is that gray and blue, number 68X of Matthew Goffin, way out there in front. Robert Leach in second. The 14X of Tim Jackson in third. Then we have the 9, the 40 of Robert Leach, the 99X of Robert Olney the third. Bruce Clark in seventh. The 42 of Ben Lambert in 8th. And the 36 of Cody Sabins is in 9th. 7 laps in the books. Again, this is a 50-lap Wildcat feature. As the 68X of Matthew Goffin looking to lap the number 11 of Ed Morrissey. Morrissey not moving, making the 68X and Matthew Goffin going on the inside, and here comes everybody else as well. That's Robert Leach and Tim Jackson. As Jackson goes on the inside of Leach, pushes Leach out of the way. Jackson gets caught up in that dirt. Robert Leach holds on to it, but loses the inside to Jackson. Jackson takes it in a nice, beautiful crossover from Robert Leach. Jukes right, goes left. Leach gets his second place back just like that, as Jackson did a nice job taking it from him. The battle for second rages on between the 14 of Tim Jackson and the 40 of Robert Leach. Robert Leach on the backstretch by a nose has Jackson. As a 68X, Matthew Goffin way out there in first. This time around, it's still a good battle from Robert Leach in the gray 40 and Jackson in that purple and black 14X. The number 9 holding steady in 4th. As Leach and Jackson touch a little bit, Jackson goes way outside. Leach officially keeps 2nd place. Jackson slows down to 3rd, and the number 9's catching up for 4th, the 41 of Losi in 5th, the 39 of 39 of Bruce Clark. Next in line, then we have the 99 of Only the 3rd, the 42 of Ben Lambert, and Cody Sabins in the 36. And 1 lap down is Ed Morrissey in the number 11. "14 laps in our books, 4 minutes and 17 seconds into it. Oh, there goes the 14 out of turn 2. He held it. He got caught up in the dirt on the inside. Got knocked down a little bit. Jackson, who was battling for 2nd, is now in 4th. A wild 50 lapper here for the Wildcats. The number 68 cutter, Matthew Goffin, on the inside of the 11, Ed Morrissey, lapping him for the 2nd time here tonight. Here comes the 40 of Robert Leach doing much of the same. 17 laps down. Number 36, Cody Sabins, is awful close to getting lapped. That's 68X of Matthew Goffin. Holding steady and strong here in the first 5 minutes of our race. And now 36, Cody Sabins, has been lapped by the 68X of Matthew Goffin. Number 40 of Leach, the number 9 and the 14X, Tim Jackson, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. As Robert Leach gives the 36 of Cody Sabins just a little love tap on the bumper, just let him know that he's on his way in. As he passes the 36. "20 laps in the books, 30 more to go." Oh, there goes the 14 on turn 2. Holds on tight, but Cody Sabins hits him a 2nd time and finally spins him out of the way. Tim Jackson got spun out of the way. We have a caution on the... Come around turn 4. Green flag is out. About 17 wide here on the front stretch as everybody's bouncing off each other like bumper cars, and they all hold on. Jackson's going up on the inside of the 39 of Bruce Clark, working his way up. Oh, there goes 41. Jeremiah Losi spun out, and he picks it back up. Doesn't draw a caution, keeps the race going. Good job from the number 41 of Jeremiah Losi. Bumper car bonanza out here tonight on this 50 lapper for the Wildcats. A good battle going on right now from the 68X and Matthew Goffin and that number 40 of Robert Leach. Tim Jackson in that 14X. Working his way up, juking and jiving up to 3rd place. And he's quickly catching up to the number 40 of Robert Leach. Wants to get back where he was about 15 laps ago. As a 14 to Tim Jackson bumps Leach just a hair. Coming up in turn 4, right on Leach's tail. Goffin, Leach, Jackson, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. As Leach now going on the inside of our front runner, number 68X, Matthew Goffin. Now going on the outside, and whoa, here comes Jackson. He isn't afraid of anything. That 14 is going everywhere. You know, he didn't get anywhere with that, but it's awful fun to watch. He's just pushing people anywhere he wants to go. As the front runners will be coming up to those lap cars pretty soon of Cody Savins and the 11 of Ed Morsey. That should be very interesting indeed when we have our front runners up there. Here comes a 14X again. Pushing. Robert Leach. Leach holds him off. And now here's the congestion of traffic as the 68X is trying to work his way around Morsey. He gets his way out. Luckily, the lap cars pull out of the way, let the front runners go by. On the inside, the number 14X, Tim Jackson for Robert Leach. Pushes Leach out of the way. He got it out of turn 2. He's up there in second, and now that number 9 is trying to get into Leach's way as well. Leach is falling down to third. Jackson's up in second, but 9 is right on number 40's tail as well. But way out there in front is the 68 of Matthew Goffin. Now that 14, the black and purple 14, X is quickly catching up to the gray and blue number 68X of Matthew Goffin out there in front. 35 laps in our books. The number 9 has now just passed the 40 of Robert Leach. We have Goffin, we have Jackson, then we have the number 9, first, second, and third. And here comes number 40, Robert Leach, back on the trail of that number 9 car. Looking for a door to open. Leach thinks he sees it on turn 3. He taps the number 9. Number 9 taps him back. Robert Leach, now up in third. They both hit each other. Leach ended up getting the good fortune on that one. 39 laps in our books. Goffin, Jackson, Leach. And at this point, it's not even a battle between second and third, as Goffin and Jackson are way out in front over Robert Leach, who is in third. 40 laps, 12 minutes, 34 seconds into this race. It's been a doozy. Here comes number 9 on the inside of Robert Leach into turn 3. Looking for a door. Thinks he's going to slide in. Down the front stretch. Here comes number 9. There goes Robert Leach. It's 9. Out of turn 1. He's got third. Leach does a crossover move. Nothing there. Not fast enough as the 9 is now pulling away from number 40, Robert Leach. What a wild 50-lapper this is. Goffin, Jackson, 9, and Leach. First, second, third, and fourth. 43 laps. Jackson's hoping for something, some way, somehow, to catch up to that 68X of Matthew Goffin, who has just been on fire here tonight. Practically unstoppable. Five more laps to go. 45 of the books, 5 more to go. Goffin and Jackson. Jackson is now caught up to Goffin pretty close. He's about 2 car lengths behind Goffin. As Goffin and Jackson will both have to get around number 42 of Ben Lambert, who started in the pole for this feature. And Lambert's about to get lapped pretty darn soon. As Goffin and Jackson come on the inside. Lambert's on the outside. Jackson's pushing his way through. Look at that 14. Jackson wants this thing with just 3 laps to go. Now 2 laps in. Just 2 more laps. Jackson's trying everything he can in that 14X. We got a battle for first, battle for second. Number 68X coming into turn 4 is Matthew Goffin. Down the front stretch, white flag is out. Jackson spins a little bit, loses a lot of ground. He's falling back. Now trying to catch up. Don't think he's gonna have time to do it. White flag is out. Coming around turn 4. Michael Griggs reaches for the checkered flag, pulls out the checkered flag. Number 68X, you are our winner tonight, Matthew Goffin. Congratulations to Matthew Goffin. Tim Jackson in the 14X. And then the number 9, first, second, and third. Rounding out, we had Robert Leach, the 39 of Bruce Clark, the 41 of Jeremiah Losi. Only the third that came in after him. And then we had a couple. Smith, we will see you again next week